The lovely fragrant harbor that is Hong Kong and New York. Ben from Bindo, everybody. Thank you.
Hey everybody, thanks for coming. So my name is Ben, and today I'll be presenting Bindo. So our mission at Bindo is to strengthen local economies by bringing an unprecedented level of convenience to local shopping, helping to keep your money in the neighborhood. So we're headquartered in New York with an office in Hong Kong. Essentially, Bindo is a cloud-based iPad point-of-sale system that enables online shopping for the end consumer. Now, just to be very clear, we don't do any hardware. We're a software-only company. We extend traditional brick-and-mortar businesses to e-commerce and mobile commerce and connect local shoppers with their favorite neighborhood stores online, allowing consumers to purchase direct from any store equipped with a Bindo point-of-sale system. In doing so, we aim to converge the online and the offline. So our phase 1 is our iPad point-of-sale system. Phase 2 is Bindo Marketplace. This is where it gets really interesting. This is a smartphone app that allows consumers to purchase directly from their favorite local store through our app. And because we're cloud-based, any merchant using Bindo point-of-sales will be able to launch their entire store on the web and mobile with one click. Lastly, phase 3 is this big data opportunity. We're able to create a real-time product graph connecting brands, consumers, and merchants. So our business model is pretty straightforward. We have 3 sources of revenue. The first is we're a SaaS model, so we charge $149 per month plus $99 per extra register. Secondly, we make money from credit card processing, so we're earning a little bit of a margin on top of whatever Visa and MasterCard and the banks charge us. And lastly, Bindo Marketplace, we earn a 5% commission on whatever products we sell online in Bindo Marketplace. I'm going to show you guys a demo right now. So the first question many of you are probably wondering is, why should a merchant switch over from his existing point of sale to Bindo? Well, we offer 2 main value propositions for the merchant. The first is, we allow the merchant to engage with the customer after the sale. And secondly, and more importantly, we allow the merchant to sell online. I'm going to run you guys through a demo transaction. With a traditional point of sales, the customer walks into the store, he purchases something, and then he leaves. But with Bindo point of sales, and then he leaves. And the merchant he won't recognize the customer when he walks in again. He probably will never see him again. But with Bindo, we actually capture and organize the customer name and credit card information. And combined with email receipts, what we have is a really powerful integrated CRM that allows merchants to send out promotional offers and targeted marketing to customers. Our dev servers are a little slow, sorry. Here we go. So I sign my name, or bad signature, and email receipts, and this is the transaction we just completed right here. As you can see, we capture my name information, and this is our CRM. We're able to trace what each customer has purchased over a period of time. And expanding more in Bindo Marketplace, we allow merchants to leverage Bindo's powerful e-commerce and mobile commerce capabilities in one unified inventory. So what we're really doing is transforming the point-of-sale system into this powerful offline and online retail platform. I want to expand a little bit more on our unified inventory. Selling online can often be a really big headache for merchants. They have to manage one inventory for their e-commerce, they have to manage a separate inventory for their brick-and-mortar store, and for merchants that have multiple stores across several locations, that can, as you can understand, turn into a bit of a headache. So this is Bindo Marketplace. Essentially, we're aggregating all the stores of Bindo point of sales into one platform. So as a consumer, you open up Bindo Marketplace, and you can view all the stores using Bindo point of sales in the vicinity. You can click into the store, you can see the store's entire inventory, and you can purchase directly from it. So you scan the product barcode, search the product names. You can view more details in the item, and you can purchase directly from the store. On the merchant-facing side, online orders are updated real-time in the point-of-sale system, and we have that one unified inventory, which I earlier described. On the consumer-facing side, we have this convergence of offline and online activity. So any orders done in the store will be viewable online. So let's take the example of grocery shopping. Nobody likes grocery shopping. You spend 45 minutes walking around the store, picking out all the things you need. But what if you could go back home the next week, open up the app, and you can see exactly the order which you just purchased, right? So that's what we aim to do. And also loyalty schemes, now you don't have to carry around annoying stamp cards. Whatever you purchase in the store would be available online as well. Another cool thing we're doing is actually integrating with the back-end systems of logistics companies. So for those merchants that don't want the hassle of doing delivery, we'll actually handle that for them. So we end up automating the entire process of order, payment, and delivery. Traction-wise, we exited private beta last month. We have hundreds of merchants in 18 plus verticals. We have 180,000 unique customers in Manhattan alone. And considering Manhattan has a population of 1.6 million people, that's over 10% of the population checked out using Bindo point of sale system. We processed over $40 million in transactions in the last few months. And unlike many of our competitors, we actually have several multiple store franchises signed up. So our latest merchant we just signed up is a pet shop in Texas that has over 60 locations spread out across the US. We're also cash flow positive with a team of 10 people, and we've grown completely organically since. We have 3 co-founders. Joe Ming, he was an ex-aerospace engineer at Boeing. He has experience building mission-critical, scalable infrastructure. Jason was an ex-network security engineer, so security is a top priority for him. He has a wealth of experience doing data mining and building high-frequency trading platform. And lastly, there's Brad. He's our UX and designer guy. He was an early employee of LinkedIn, and he led at Intel and led Stanford University's UX practice. And of course, there's me. I head business development at Bindo, and I was part of the founding team in Hong Kong. Thank you, everybody, for listening.
That was a great demo. Just a quick question. So, with the recent kind of hack in Target, right? The CEO gets fired at Target, and because of a POS system basically hacked, right? So most of the POS systems out there now, like whether it's, basically, let's say, similar to Square, there is now kind of like this security issues with the ability to hack into, hackers target systems like this because they're much easier to hack with less security. How do you, what's your defensibility against that, where merchants now becoming more and more conscious or aware of storing credit card information, and how do you secure that?
Right, so the customer's credit card information is not actually stored in the point of sale system itself. It's stored on our servers. So in terms of the merchant's liability, that isn't a concern that shouldn't be a concern for many merchants. Does that answer your question?
I know it's a pain to run 2 organizations in one organization in 2 different places. Why do you guys choose to do that? You have Hong Kong and New York, right?
Yes.
So why do you do that? Why do you do it in these 2 places? Why don't you put that all in one place?
Yeah, so the majority of our business development and sales is done in New York. In Hong Kong, that's where most of our development team is based. And we decided, since we have a dev team in Hong Kong, why not explore sort of business development opportunities in Asia, especially in Hong Kong where e-commerce is very lacking. We thought there's actually a very interesting opportunity. And a lot of the e-commerce platforms right now, like Shopify and Square and Lightspeed, all these guys, they're mostly focused in the US market. We thought, why not try out something in Asia? Why not have a retail platform that really combines this point of sales and this online activity into one thing?
Conceptually, what excites me is the bridging of the online and offline. Like one merchant can immediately have an e-commerce operation just because they signed up to a new POS. What kind of stats or stories do you have of a client success where the pet store, for example, grew X amount of revenues because they suddenly have an online sales channel which previously they never had? So do you have any stats or examples that you delivered on that promise?
We haven't released our Bindo marketplace yet. This is something we're still designing, but we aim to release this in Q4. But I believe this e-commerce model has been validated by other competitors who've integrated with Shopify and Magento and the likes of which.
Whose customers are the end users? Are they yours or are they the stores? Meaning, can you keep your data, all the transactions they've done? Do you have rights to use that data?
We do have rights to use that data. We started testing this product we started building it about 14 months ago, and we started selling it approximately 7 months ago. It came out of private beta about 1.5 months ago, and now we're looking to really scale it aggressively.
Do you do any form of, because there's actually a lot of data that you can collect up for this. So any analytics, that is going to deploy?
At the moment, we've collected a huge amount of data, but we're focusing on really building a very robust point of sale system that's very feature rich, and we want to start building out the marketplace and getting that going. But we do have that data we're collecting. We're just not doing anything to mine that data at the moment.
Very much, Ben. Thank you.